Hello and welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Hanny.
And welcome to another festival of laughs in this month's Jokes and Fun unit. And you know what?
What's that, Mike?
Well, with the world entering 2021, I think that we all need a good joke.
Oh, I know what you mean. 2020 wasn't exactly filled with laughs, was it?
No, definitely not. With the COVID-19 crisis affecting everyone and all sorts of other terrible things happening in all parts of the world, I think we all need a good laugh.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The news hasn't been exactly putting a smile on people's faces recently, has it? And when you think about it, because of COVID-19, with everyone staying at home, lots of the usual places we get laughs and jokes have gone away.
What do you mean?
Well, we all like to watch funny movies to have a good laugh, but there haven't been many new movies in the past 12 months or so.
Right, I see what you mean. Yeah, in many places, the movie theaters have been closed because of COVID-19. Geez, 2020 really was a terrible and unfunny year, wasn't it? So there you go. Another good reason for us to read a joke today. So let's get into it. Our joke is titled The World's Smartest Man, and we'll see just how smart he is and how funny our joke turns out to be right after we learn all about the new vocabulary for today. So let's get to it.
好，今天我们来读一则笑话。那笑话标题是 The World's Smartest Man， 世界上最聪明的那个人。那这个笑话场景是在飞机上，机上有4个人，分别是机师、总统、世界上最聪明的人，还有一个10岁小孩。那么忽然间，这个飞机失去动力，即将要坠机了。我们先来看4个单字 Airplane 就是飞机，它是名词。例如 David enjoys collecting model airplanes. David enjoys collecting model airplanes. David 他喜欢收藏飞机模型。下一个单字 President 是总统的意思，它是名词。例如 The president will deliver a speech tomorrow.The president will deliver a speech tomorrow. 明天总统将会发表一场演说。第3个单字 suddenly 它表示突然间，是一个副词。例如 It suddenly hit me that I had left my phone at home. It suddenly hit me that I had left my phone at home. 我突然间意识到我把手机放在家里，忘了带出门了。最后一个单字 power 它表示动力或是电力，是个名词，像是 My phone is almost out of power. My phone is almost out of power 就可以表达说我的手机快没电了。好，那现在看完单字例句，我们赶快看看这一则笑话故事会怎么发展吧。4 people are on an airplane. They're the pilot, the president, the world's smartest man, and a 10-year-old kid. Suddenly, the plane loses power and is going to crash. There are only 3 parachutes on board. The president shouts, "My country needs me!" and jumps out. Then the world's smartest man cries out, "The world needs me!" and jumps out. Explanation 1.
Okay, so the joke is the world's smartest man. Let's start reading to find out just how smart he is, or maybe that's part of the joke.
Okay, we begin a sentence that helps to set the scene. It reads, 4 people are on an airplane. On an airplane. Uh-oh, that's not good.
Yeah, no. When a joke has people on an airplane, it probably means that the airplane is going to crash. Okay, let's read on to find out who exactly is on this airplane in our joke. And so it says, they're the pilot, the president, the world's smartest man, and a 10-year-old boy. Or a 10-year-old kid, I should say. That is an interesting list of passengers to be on a plane together.
Exactly. 笑话一开始说到飞机上面有4个人，分别是机师、总统、世界上最聪明的人，还有一个10岁小孩，这个组合还蛮特别的。那么 Mike 老师刚刚说到这个笑话场景在飞机上啊，有可能意味着这个飞机待会可能会坠机，那么 crash 就是坠机的意思。还有课文补充单字 pilot 表示机师、飞行员。
All right, so far so good. So then what?
Then something happens.
Something bad?
Something very, very bad. As it says in the next sentence of our joke, suddenly the plane loses power and is going to crash.
Gee, what a surprise.
Don't think about it, Mike. Just go with it. It's a joke.
Right. So here's a very strange plane with 4 very different people in it, and it's in trouble. It's going to crash. And as we read on, we learn that that isn't the only problem. Next it says there were only 3 parachutes on board. Oh, of course. 4 passengers and 3 parachutes. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to find out who doesn't get a parachute very soon. But before that, let's go over to Daphne, who would definitely bring her own parachute because she's so smart, and she will help to explain today's first grammar point.
大家好，我是 Daphne。今天的第一则文法是 on board， 意思是在飞机上。on 是介系词，意思是在点点点上。board 是名词，意思是木板、木块。以前上船的时候都要拿木板 board 架在船舷和岸边，因此 on board 木板上引申指上船，如今则可以用来指在车、船、飞机等交通工具上。我们来看个例句 ：The plane had 300 passengers on board。这架飞机上共有300名乘客。
谢谢 Daphne 老师的讲解。笑话里面这个飞机啊，突然失去动力，快要坠机了。那么机上有4个人，可是却只有这样3顶的降落伞，该怎么办呢？那么 parachute 就是降落伞。
So, 4 passengers, a plane that is about to crash, and only 3 parachutes to help the people on board jump out of the plane and not die. Someone is going to have a very bad day today.
That's right, Mike. And as we keep going in the joke, it isn't going to be the president. We read, the president shouts, "My country needs me!" and jumps out. Wow, that was fast.
Yeah, this president wasn't too worried about being a good leader or making sure that other people, including a child, were going to be safe. He was only interested in himself. Who does that remind me of? Which president does that make me think of? Anyway, so the president is gone and he has taken one of the parachutes with him. 3 people left and only 2 parachutes now. So, who's next?
Well, we read, then the world's smartest man cries out, "The world needs me!" and jumps out. Well, there he goes, the world's smartest man, but maybe not the world's kindest or bravest man. He has also left the young boy behind. I guess that he thought his brain was too special to lose in the plane crash.
Okay, well, it's time for our break here. We promise that the plane won't crash just yet. It was flying very high, you see, so it takes a long time to crash. And we also, though, have a time for another grammar point. So let's go over to Daphne for that right now, and then we'll be back with that to our break, followed by the end of the joke. And the plane still won't crash. It's going to take some time.
第2则文法是 cry out， 意思是大声喊叫。cry 是不及物动词，意思是叫喊、呼叫。后方用副词 out 往外修饰。cry out 字面意思就是叫出来，引申指大声喊叫。我们来看个例句 ：Molly cried out when the door closed on her hand。门夹到了 Molly 的手 ，Molly 大声喊叫。
Okay, it's break time now, but we will see you soon.
The pilot says to the kid, "You take the last parachute. I'll go down with the plane." The kid smiles and says, "There's no need. The world's smartest man took my backpack." Explanation 2. And we're back. Things are only getting more serious. We have a crashing plane, 2 people left on board, and only 1 parachute. 1 person, either the pilot or the 10-year-old boy who are still on the plane, will be able to use the parachute to jump to safety. So the other person, sadly, will go splat once the plane hits the ground.
Yeah, that's the bad part. Well, there were some parachutes on the plane, but remember, an important president and the world's smartest man already took those parachutes to save themselves. So, who will it be, Hanny? The pilot or the little boy? 2 people, 1 parachute.
So we go back to our joke and we read, the pilot says to the kid, "You take the last parachute. I'll go down with the plane." Wow, what a brave guy. He's going to face certain death just so the little boy can have a chance to jump out of the plane and live.
Yeah, he's showing the right kind of courage that the president and the world's smartest man didn't. But wait, joke's not over. We can't just end this way, can we? And we'll find out what happens after we get back from our 3rd visit with Daphne for the final grammar point.
第3则文法是 A says to B， 意思是 A 对 B 说。Say 是动词，意思是说、讲。3态是 say、said、said。后方以介系词 to 朝、向引出说话的对象。我们来看个例句 ：The doctor hasn't said anything to me。医生没有跟我说。
So the plane is going down and the pilot isn't going to make it. He's given the last parachute to the little boy. Or has he?
Or has he?
Or has he? Surprise ending, everyone. We read, the kid smiles and says, "There's no need. The world's smartest man took my backpack." The world's smartest man was in such a hurry to save himself that he took a school backpack rather than a parachute. They might look the same, especially when you are too focused on saving yourself and leaving others behind. Not so smart now, are you, world's smartest man? So there you go, folks. A good lesson for us all. Make sure you know the difference between a backpack and a parachute. It might just save your life.
I think it's very unlikely that this information will help to save your life.
That is very true, unless you find yourself in a small plane with a president and a very smart person.
Well, in that case, don't even get on the plane.
Very good advice. Thanks for joining us, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. The world's smartest man. 4 people are on an airplane. They're the pilot, the president, the world's smartest man, and a 10-year-old kid. Suddenly, the plane loses power and is going to crash. There are only 3 parachutes on board. The president shouts, "My country needs me!" and jumps out. Then the world's smartest man cries out, "The world needs me!" and jumps out. The pilot says to the kid, "You take the last parachute. I'll go down with the plane." The kid smiles and says, "There's no need. The world's smartest man took my backpack."
There are over 700 different species of eucalyptus trees. These trees make up nearly 3/4 of the forests in Australia. Koalas live in eucalyptus trees and only eat eucalyptus leaves. Eucalyptus trees are both good and bad for forest fires in Australia. They can grow back in a few months after the fires go out. The oil inside of them makes it easier for them to catch on fire, though. Some countries have banned eucalyptus from growing to prevent fires. Eucalyptus wood is often called gumnut. The oil is used in many beauty products and some natural medicines. Some of the things that eucalyptus helps with are coughs and joint pain. It's also used in perfumes because it has a particular smell. Since the various types of eucalyptus trees grow all over the world, the oil has been used by people for thousands of years. Let's go climb a eucalyptus tree and see the view from up there when traveling to Australia.
Here is more information.
Special. Anna got a special gift on her birthday. Evergreen. Pines are evergreen trees. Treatment. The best treatments for a cold are to rest and drink more water. Haze. The mountains were surrounded by the haze. Petal. This flower has many petals. Poisonous. The poisonous snake is very dangerous. Insect. Ants, butterflies, and flies are all insects. Surface. The leaves floated on the surface of the water. Toxin. Toxins in the water made people sick. Soil. The soil is wet after the rain. Thank you for watching today. We hope to see you again next time.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny， 又到我们1分钟的单元喽。那我们今天是用1分钟的时间来复习4个单字，也会造4个例句。同学们，您都准备好没？好，1分钟计时开始。第一个单字呢是飞机，飞机怎么说呢？你可以说 plane， 也可以说 airplane。They took an airplane to Taidong this morning. 今天早上他们搭飞机去台东。第二单字呢是总统，总统怎么说呢？叫做 president。The president is an animal lover. 总统是一位很爱动物的人。第三单字是副词，用来表达突然间、突然怎么样。好，这是叫做 suddenly。The eagle suddenly flew down to catch a fish. 那只老鹰突然俯冲去抓一条鱼。好，第4个单字呢，它是用来表达动力或是电力。这字很简单，叫做 power。They lost power during the snowstorm. 暴风雪来袭期间，他们那边停电，没有电可以用。好，太好啦！我们轻轻松松就在1分钟之内复习完4个单字哦，同学们表现很棒诶。那记得多多复习哦，我们下次见了，拜拜。
See you next time!